Okay, we're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome. I know some of you might not have been expecting me to be live this morning. Surprise! Here I am. Hey, Nick. What's up, bro? How's it going? So, I know yesterday was fun, wasn't it? We had a good time yesterday. Um, I watched a couple of inspiring videos this morning when I was showering and getting ready for today. I wasn't going to go live this morning, and I changed my mind when I came out here and realized, yeah, I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I can't stop. I'm getting my hair done. I'm doing my hair in the bathroom. I'm like, why am I doing my fucking hair and getting all pretty? I'm like, I know why, you fucking addict. You're going right back to those motherfuckers. Going back, right back to my abusive relationship with my audience. I love this, man. Oh, this is where the abuse should happen, though. It should happen here. Nowhere else, just here. It's a safe zone, you know, for anger issues. How about my voice going out last night, huh? That was fucking unexpected and weird. Just laryngitis right in the middle of a freaking show. So there's some stuff going on politically here and there, but I saw something that I think is going to interest you guys. All right, I think you guys are going to dig this. So, good morning to all of you that are here showing up. Let me say hi to all of you. Nick, Youngsy, Lisa, Hippie. Hello, good morning. And I was watching YouTube this morning, and JohnKasich was breathing straight fire on CNN. You guys have got to hear this thing, man. You know, I'm no fan of JohnKasich, but I am a fan of the truth, and I am a fan of facts. And when I don't care if I hate you, I don't care if you call yourself a I don't care if you call yourself a Republican. You know, call yourself whatever the fuck you want. As soon as you start telling the truth, you will immediately win my respect. I don't care what your allegiances are. If you're going to be honest with me about anything, you're going to win me over really fast. Listen to JohnKasich breathing straight fire on CNN for fucking 10 minutes. Yeah, watch this shit. I know you guys like, JohnKasich, what? Dude, listen. You're going to love this.
Attack unfolded. Want to discuss with CNN's senior commentator, John Kasich, the former Republican governor of Ohio.
Republican.
Happy New Year to you.
Thanks, Don. Same to you.
So we're starting to learn what was going on inside the White House on January 6th. Trump was watching the attack on television and resisting calls, even from his own family, to do anything to try to stop it, to stop what was going on. Meanwhile, the House Minority Leader, Kevin McCarthy, is blaming security lapses at the Capitol. Why is most of the GOP absolving Trump of this?
Listen.
You know, Don, there's a lot of people in the GOP who I think are having a break with reality. In other words, no matter what the facts are, they just want to dissociate themselves from any of the facts. And when politics becomes a thirst for power, Don, for anybody or all these people, thirst for power, I hate to say this. I've thought about whether I should say it, but that's what unravels a country.
Okay, so that's the most important thing he's going to say the whole time. That is the most sense, and he's gonna get into it more, and it's gonna all make sense. But you really need to pay attention to what he just told you, and I want you to tell me who told you this first. Where have you heard this before?
The facts. And when politics becomes a thirst for power, Don, for anybody or all these people, thirst for power, I hate to say this. I've thought about whether I should say it, but that's what unravels a country. Politics becomes a thirst for power, Don, for anybody or all these people, thirst for power. I hate to say this. I've thought about whether I should say it, but that's what unravels a country.
What did I tell you was more addicting than cocaine? We just had this conversation. None of you are going to answer me. I'll ask you again. Where have you heard this before? Since none of you want to talk to me this morning. Where have you heard this before, guys? Wake up. Power corrupts. Power is more addicting than cocaine. Power is ruining our country. All politicians are addicted to power. Money and power go hand in hand. Where have you heard this before? Here. Right, thank you. God damn. Me, right? Well, now you're hearing it. Now millions of people are finally hearing my words on CNN. You guys should love this shit. This guy, JohnKasich and Don Lemon, they're broadcasting my voice. Do you realize that? They weren't talking about this a month ago when I was. They weren't talking about this a year ago when I was. They're talking about it today. Finally. My voice is finally being heard. You guys should be fucking loving this shit. Yeah, you heard it here. Right. Thank you, Hippie Chick. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Griffin. Yes, on the Trendy stream. You guys heard it from me. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Who else is telling you this shit? You know, no one ever wants to get, you know, all the commentators, they all want to talk about how corrupt everyone is, but they never want to get down to the core issue, which is, you know, they'll tell you, oh, this one's corrupt and that one's corrupt, but go vote for this one. No, not me. They're all corrupt, they're all liars, and you're a sucker if you vote for any of them. You hear that here, and it's the only place you're going to fucking hear it. Here and now, finally, Ron Placone, too. Ron gets it, too. This power shit corrupts everybody. And if you're still standing behind a politician, they're going to run you over. I promise you that. You're going to feel like shit, just like I felt like shit about Bernie Sanders, just like I felt like shit about AOC. I came on here and I defended them, and God, I felt like an idiot. I'm not going to do that to myself ever again. The piece of shit is a never-Trumper moron who was a stopped clock. Republicans won't stand up to Trump because... What's wrong with never Trump? Independent left news. What's wrong with being a never Trumper? I don't understand that. Never Trumper, and then how did never Trumper and moron go together? I'm confused. They think what happened January... Stopped clock? Because they think it was a good thing? Yeah, I don't know, independent left news. I don't know if I agree with you on anything you just said. They're all... I don't know who you're talking about. Independent left news, I'm sorry. I have no idea. I don't know who you're talking about. That piece of shit is a never Trumper moron. Who? And then you said Kasich too. I'm really confused here, bro. Use your words. Use your words, man, so I know what you're saying, because I have no idea what you're saying. But I, you know, when I say JohnKasich is breathing straight fire, and then you're coming on here and calling this guy a moron, that's kind of going against my narrative here. Right, okay. Well, let me offer you this, independent left. He says Kasich's a moron. Okay, cool. Yeah, I agree he's a fucking moron. Great. When a moron is making sense, we should still listen. He's right in this case. Right, he's right. And so we're going to listen to him while he's being right. Can we move on, please? Are you fucking unbutthurt yet, bro? Let me know so I can get on with my show. You know, I really want my audience to hear this shit. Hey, Chloe. I can't remember how to say your name. I'm sorry. As long as you acknowledge that he's a still piece of shit. Dude, all politicians are fucking pieces of shit. Do you listen to me, bro? Do you listen to me? All politicians, man. I'm just saying, when they're making sense, I'm going to listen to him. I just went through this, man. He's amplifying my voice. I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care if that's Ben Shapiro. I don't care if that's Steven Crowder. You know, I don't care if it's Kyle Kalinske. I don't give a fuck who it is. If they're up there saying, hey, you know, we should call it cannabis, I'm going to fucking say, hey, look, they're finally fucking parroting me. He's saying all politicians are corrupt, and then he corrects himself. He goes, most. And I'll correct him back, and I'll say, no, it's all. You know, and that's where you're right, independent. That's where you're right. That's where his little piece of shitisms come in. But you need to learn to listen to people that you disagree with, bro. Instead of just attacking them immediately on what you know about them. Listen first, man. We know you know what a piece of garbage all these people are. Of course I do too. But my point is this, man. We have stopped listening to each other because of your attitude, Independent Left News. That attitude you just brought to the fucking table. I'm sitting here trying to teach my audience about how we listen to people we disagree with, and you come in and say, we shouldn't listen to this guy because he's an asshole. You understand? You're killing me, bro. You're fucking killing me.
You know, when people support violence, when they won't accept the result of an election, and we saw Al Gore accept the result of an election. We saw Richard Nixon, who was in a controversial decision to accept the results of the election, because that was part of the American fabric. So when I look at this, the inability for people to see what the facts are, people who see
what I'm saying, I don't care what you said, Indy. What I said is, when I'm doing a show and I'm bringing someone up and I'm telling my audience, hey, you guys should listen to this guy, and you come on and say, oh, that guy's a piece of shit, that guy's fucking whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're fucking taking my goddamn air out of my tires, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't care what he wants to do. Jesus fucking Christ, man. You're so not getting the point right now. We need to listen to people we disagree with and stop attacking them on every fucking thing we know about him. And that's all you're doing right now. Oh, he wants to run for president as a Republican. So who gives a fuck? As long as they're making sense. Why is this so hard for you, bro? Thank you, Chloe. I'm sorry I don't know how to say your name anymore. You should come to my show more often so I'll remember how to say your name. Do you understand what I'm saying, bro? You coming in here bashing this guy while I'm saying, hey, everybody should listen to him, isn't helping my show at all right now. Do you understand? That's my point, bro. I don't care what you know about him. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. I don't care what you know about Don Lemon. I don't care what you know what JohnKasich. You're supposed to fucking disregard all that shit when you're listening to somebody talk. No, man. No. I don't need to look at their motivation and why. Oh, God. Okay. Let me put it to you this way. Donald Trump comes out publicly because he's running for president. And he says, hey, man, you know, y'all should go get the vax. It's the people that have the vax have a better chance of surviving if they get COVID. What are you going to say about Donald Trump, Indy? Oh, he's just running for president in 2024. So disregard that he just totally told the truth? Disregard the statement he made? Because he's got, you know, an agenda like every other fucking person with a goddamn voice? I got news for you, bro. Everyone's got an agenda. Everybody wants things. You're one of them. You know, you want more people to watch your podcast. I want more people to watch my podcast. And you're a fucking liar. If you say anything different than that, you know you want more viewers. You've got an agenda. So you're willing to do things to try to improve your bottom line. You're humans, bro. I mean, you're going to attack them on being fucking trying to run for an office? While I'm trying to fucking show my audience that he's finally making some fucking sense that we can walk away from? I don't need to look at anybody's motivation because I know everybody's motivated for their own selfish reasons. I don't give a fuck what your motivation is. Do you understand? Stop fucking attacking him and start fucking listening to him. That's what I'm trying to say to my audience right now. And you're not fucking helping at all.
This and say there was no violence. When I see Republican leaders looking the other way or trying to make excuses, it's a thirst for power on their behalf, and for the public, they're just living in, I mean, it's almost cult-like for some of the people out there in the public. I heard some of the interviews earlier today, people saying, well, Trump would never do this. There was
Well, now you're a fucking liar, Indy. Now you're a fucking liar. See? So, I don't give a fuck about clicks to my site. That's a lie. You're a straight fucking liar now. Hey, you guys, Independent Left News, that comes on here with the name Independent Left News, promoting his page, Independent Left News. Hey, man, why aren't you coming on here with your real name? Why aren't you just coming on here with a silly name? Why is it Independent Left News? Huh, it's almost like you got an agenda. It's almost like you're trying to promote yourself. Hey, man, I'm not putting you down for it. All I'm saying is you're fucking lying to yourself if you don't think you want more people to watch your fucking show. You're a fucking liar now. You're just as bad as all these politicians you're trying to call out. He serves the billionaire donors, and you serve yourself, man. And you serve your own Mr. Blue Investments. Mr. Blue Investments, who are you? New guy. Welcome to my show. Good morning. Who are you? Let me know. Mr. Blue. Is that Bad Bad Blue Jaws? Bad Bad Blue Jaws? Because it talks, you're talking like Bad Bad Blue Jaws. Let me know. Mr. Blue Investments. You know, Indy, I could do a poll right now with the handful of people I have in my audience to find out how full of shit you really are. You find out that you just fucking lied to me, the audience, and yourself. You know, you don't want clicks. What? What? You don't want people to hear your voice? What? You don't want people to know about independentleft.news? You don't go all over all the other podcaster sites with that same name so people see that it's a thing and they'll go check it out? If I'm cool with him being a mouthpiece for... Oh, man. You just don't get it. You're totally not getting it. I understand you don't get it. Most of my audience does get it today, and you're just like sitting out on the side, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick to you right now. I don't want to lose you as an audience member. I'm a little shocked right now that you come in here and bust my balls during one of my live streams. You know, all I'm trying to do is fucking a show. And you do shows too. How would you like me to come into your show and start busting your balls? Would you like that? You don't want me to come in there and start trolling your ass. Trust me. I'm the worst. You know? This is... I don't even know what to say to you, bro. It's inexcusable what you're doing right now. We're fellow podcasters. You're supposed to have respect for somebody that's in the same line of work as you. At some level. You know? You should have at least respected the fact that I'm trying to do something nice for my audience. I don't care what you think about fucking this motherfucking cunt. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't like him either. What I'm telling my audience is there's people out there like Steven Crowder. They might be making sense for 10 seconds. That's where we start coming together. That's how we come together. But because of... You can disagree? Yeah, you can disagree. But just don't come in here and subvert my whole fucking show. No, you're not having a conversation. You're being subversive. Yeah, a conversation would be like Nick Brown saying, yeah, dude, fucking that Kasich guy's finally making some sense. I fucking hate that dude, but I'm glad you're showing me this video because he is making sense. Because I'm able to separate the person from the words that he's saying. Which independentleft.news obviously doesn't have that ability. You know? You don't have the ability. And I asked you a great question about Donald Trump. He's come out publicly and told everyone should get vaccinated. They'll live longer. Are you going to disregard that statement because you fucking hate Donald Trump? Listen to people you disagree with. You'll get farther, man, and you'll make more friends. But I'm sad for Independent Left News. He doesn't even see how ignorant he is. He doesn't even realize that he promotes his own show by going all over all these podcasts. You know, he wants to come into my podcast with his name, Independent Left News, and I promote the fuck out of him. And he wants to go on Cult of Dusty and be a moderator over there and let everybody see his name, Independent Left News. And then he wants to retweet all the other tweeters out there, all the other podcasters out there, so people will see every time they're like, going to click, oh, look, that came from independentleft.news, right? And then he comes on my podcast, and I call him out on his bullshit, and he lies straight to all of us and says, I don't care about clicks. So, give me a 1 in my chat right now if you believe that Independent Left News does care about clicks and really does want more of you to go over to a show and likes the fact that I'm going to go ahead right now. I'm going to put myself out there. I don't give a fuck. I'm vulnerable as fuck today. I don't give a fuck. Make sure you go support him on Twitter and on YouTube and watch his podcasts. IndependentLeft.news on YouTube. Go check him out. You know what? He just told me to fuck off. Wow, I want my whole audience to see how you are, dude. Really? I'm sitting here promoting your show for you. Wow. Really? Yeah, he just told me to fuck off, everybody. Nice, huh? Can you believe that? Look at that. Fuck off. Asshole, I'm not about promoting this. Okay, Independent Left News. Okay, Independent Left News. Great name, buddy. Dude, I'm getting a lot of ones in my chat right now. Those are people who agree that you want people to come see your show. Why can't you just admit that, man? Don't you do a podcast? And on your podcast doesn't have links to your other shit, like your website and your Twitter? You know, so people will click on them? Well, you're a fucking liar! Why don't you admit you're a liar then, Indy? Fucking step up to the plate. He just lost support. See, now you're losing support, bro. And you're doing it to yourself. I'm literally sitting here telling everybody you're a good guy. You might be having a bad day. I've loved you for months, bro. You supported the fuck out of me. I don't care you're having a bad day. Fuck you. Get over it. I don't give a fuck. You want to come in here and try to bring me down with you? I'm going to fucking let everyone know what's going on here. I'll let everyone know what's going on, bro. I don't have no secrets from these people. They know it. And they know not to ask me about personal shit. And if they want to know, fucking blah, blah, blah. I'm not here to roast him, Kevin. I'm trying to fucking help him. I'm telling you guys to support him. I'm telling you, dude, all you got to do is just admit that you want support. All you got to say, yeah, I like clicks. I do check the numbers, and I do see, and I get a little disappointed when I put up a Twitter, and Trendy Nay is the only one that retweets me. How many people retweet you, bro? I'm always there retweeting you. And not only when you're putting up my shit, when I see you put up something that I agree with, I'll retweet you again. A lot of people would never know who you were if it weren't for this show. A lot of my fans wouldn't know who you are. You know, I had to kind of investigate you for a little bit until I found out who you were. I kept seeing your name and I was like, who is that guy? But then I figured it out. And I like you. But you got to get over your bullshit, bro. If you want to be real. And we'll always be friends, bro. I don't give a fuck. You can't get over this. Your butt hurt for the rest of your life. I'll always be your friend. You've done a lot for me, and I want you to know that. So it is Bad Bad Blue Jaws. Cool. Happy 710, brother. I'll do a dab with you. All right, I wasn't going to do a dab, but I'll do a dab right now. All right, hold on. It's Bad Bad Blue Jaws. I just realized that. I'm just a little shocked, bro. And look, I don't want you guys to unsupport this guy. I've had bad days, too. You know, I'll come in here and call my whole audience cunts. I'll call them all a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. I'll single out people. I understand. Yeah, I generally do give a fuck about if anyone retweets. I don't give a fuck. Oh, don't give a fuck. Then why do it? Then why are you putting shit on the internet if you don't want people to see it? It doesn't even make sense. Bro, you have an agenda. I'm not saying you're political. I'm not saying that you want votes, but you want something. It's okay, man. It's okay if you get a job to make money. You know, why you fucking got to call someone out for trying to run for president? Cheers. We're never going to get anywhere if we won't listen to each other. Oh, you want to educate? You want people to hear your lessons? Yeah, you want people to hear your education and benefit like me? Huh, that's an agenda, bro. Let me ask you a question. You ever heard this in the morning? Hey, man, what's on the agenda today? Well, I'm going to go to work, make some money so I can feed myself. Huh, you got an agenda. It's not a bad thing, bro. You know, doing shit, working so that you can have things, it's not a bad thing. I mean, if you're going to call him out on that, that's some bullshit. There's so many other things you can call JohnKasich out on. You know, I'm sure there was some support for Trump at some point in his political career. You could probably go look it up. All these motherfuckers flip-flop. Indy, why can't you just say, you know, now that I thought about it, you're right. I do want more people to come watch my show. Why can't you just say that? Hey, man, me and Reef, is it Reef Breland? Is that his name? Me and Reef, we go live on YouTube, and we hope that nobody watches, ever. You know, and if you watch, that's on you. Great. But we go live, and he smokes, and I pontificate, and we go back and forth, and we hope that nobody watches our podcast. Politics is a flip-flop. Jesus Christ, right, Kevin? All politics is flip-flopping, right? Look, the reason I stopped my show, Indy, is because I love you. And I want you to know that. I don't care what you think about me, bro. If you think I'm attacking you, I understand. It can be a little harsh. But I want you to know I'm doing this out of love for you. And I'm hoping that my audience will go to you and support you. He's a good show, man. He's a good guy. I like him. And he's done a lot more for this show than a lot of my other audience members have. You guys don't even know because most of you won't go to Twitter. But IndependentLeft.News is retweeting the show all the time. He doesn't get a lot of visibility, but maybe if more of you would go over there and help him, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. See, we can disagree and still love each other. And that's what I'm trying to show you with this JohnKasich thing. Isn't that funny? See, you can hate him even, but you can listen to him. I'm not going to have to love JohnKasich, and you don't either. I'm just saying, man, right now he's making some sense, and millions of other people are hearing these words, and these are the exact same words that I say all the time. That's all I'm saying, Indy. I'm not saying, hey, everybody go out and support JohnKasich. I would never say that. I hate him. That's why I bring people like this on the show, bro. Understand? Man, I had H.A. Goodman on the show. You know, I've hated H.A. Goodman at times for things that he has said. Straight lying to his audience. Does it a lot. Drives me fucking crazy. But I had him on the show as a guest. And we were very cordial. And I love him as a person. I just hate his tech. Yeah, I hate the way he goes about it. You know? He really must have to plot through so much to present the things he does to his audience. He's got a way shit. Me, I lay it all out there, man. It's so easy. I just fucking rip the belly open and let the guts spill out. You know, and you get to see it all. Oh, no. Not H.A. Goodman. He likes little deer poops that just come out in these perfect these little pellets. Boop, boop, boop. And I'm like, slice, there it is. I'm fucking, I'm Han Solo. I'm fucking Han Solo. Fucking slice that belly open, let the guts come out. You see it all. You were like, oh my God, man, fucking Star Wars. It's like horror. As long as you give the context that he's a lying piece of shit. Of course. No, I may not have said that JohnKasich is a piece of garbage. Bro, if I ever say anybody's a Republican, that's always a blanket term for you're a piece of shit. I'll still be your buddy. I'll still love you. But you're a fucking piece of human garbage, and there's nothing I can do about it. If you call yourself a Republican. All my audience knows that. They know how I feel about Republicans. And I feel that way about Democrats too, bro. I fucking hate them all. I hate them. You call yourself a Democrat, I fucking hate you. You call yourself a Republican, I fucking hate you. That's it. That's all it is. It's so simple, bro. I've learned to listen to both Democrats and Republicans, though. Sometimes they make sense. This one's making sense right now. Here, let's go back. And you check this out. You will agree, bro. You're going to agree with what he says.
Violence, I mean, that is just being disengaged from reality. And no matter what we tell them, they're just not going to accept it. Because, you know, if you're in a cult and you start to distinguish yourself or disagree with what's in the cult, they try to excommunicate you.
And I just want you guys to know, I would never try to excommunicate you guys for disagreeing with me. I excommunicated Joe H. because he came in here and says he comes in here to roast me. Yeah, when someone like Indy and me disagree on something, I'm not looking for the block. I mean, I'd be an idiot if I was anyway, because the guy fucking helps me out so much. On a goddamn algorithm, he fucking hooks me up. You don't even, most of you good motherfuckers don't know because you're not on Twitter and you're not following Indie Left News. But every time I upload a video, as soon as I finish a live stream, and if you're one of those people who'd rather not watch me when I'm live and just catch it, you know, when I'm not live, Indie Left News would be perfect for you because as soon as my live show ends, boom, he puts up a link to one of my videos. It's already completed and there it is for you. And if you follow Independent Left News on Twitter, You'll get that. I just ripped up with you. It's why I'm independent. All right, all right, all right. Cheers, 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 cheers. We're smoking. We're smoking. But it's John Kasich just made the point. I'm just saying, John Kasich just said that.
That is just being disengaged from reality, and no matter what we tell them, they're just not going to accept it, because, you know, if you're in a cult and you start to distinguish yourself or disagree with what's in the cult, they try to excommunicate you. I'm not saying this is a cult, but it is cult-like-ish within some members of the who are members of the Republican Party.
Cult-like-ish.
It's
Billy!
so serious.
Do you think it's, you said a thirst for power, is it even more sinister than that, or, I don't know if sinister is the right word, or insidious, because...
Hey man, I don't know what the Russians' reason was for doing what they did, Billy. Maybe you're right. But the way they treat them, Billy, I mean, I want to tell you something else. I know Jehovah's Witnesses that adopted children. And they raise those children like their own. Just so you know. You know, there's good and bad to everything. Apostle just issued a tweet. That's news to us. You're on the tweet. Did you know? No, hon, I'm on the live stream right now. Is everybody okay with the COVID over there? Gusty, let me know, please. How is the flock doing?
There's a cynicism that goes along with it, that people just kind of thumb their nose at, you know, at democracy and reality and facts.
Oh,
and, you know, and
I'm just going to
create
pause.
their own. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm just going to pause one more time to tell you, this does not get boring. It's you don't have to like slowly tune out or fade out of this. It goes on for 8 more minutes, guys. I'm telling you, listen to fucking John Kasich, okay? This whole time. I was like, yes, yes, yes. I'm so glad. Hey, whatever the agenda is, Indy, whatever the fucking agenda is, I was just so glad that the words were being said on national television, because these are my words, bro. These are my words.
Well, listen, Don, it's, you know, it's people who get themselves in groups. And whatever the facts are, it could be daylight and you say the sun's come up and they say, oh, no, it hasn't.
Yeah.
It's
almost
like a
you
trance.
for thinking the other way. That's what I meant by there's a cynicism that goes along with it. But go on, yeah.
Well, and look, you know, also the hatred. You know, we can't disagree with anybody today in the country. Now it's about hatred. And when we study history, Don, when we study history of what's happened to other great powers, and we've seen them melt to the ground,
This is coming from the rest of the chat, Bob. They are on my YouTube channel. They're also coming in from Twitch. Like Gussie is on Twitch. So if you look at the icon next to their face, you'll see where each person is. So you'll see their chat. He set up a presidential committee. Okay, Gussie. I can't see these comments here or on your YouTube channel. They're realizing they lost their party to Trump and panicking about what to do now. This is 4 years too late. I don't know. We'll see, dude. You think how are these elections going to go? How do you think the elections are going to go, bro?
America's got so much going for it, right? We're powerful economically. We're powerful militarily. But our soul and our spirit right now, Don, do you
Hey,
think
happy
that
420.
today in
Cheers,
America we
guys.
share sort of the same values?
No
that
law
we
regarding
still
tight
enjoy
t-shirts.
A young man, and I was a young man. I think those have been frayed. And when we don't have a common purpose and common values, it's not good. It needs to be renewed, because you know, people are like on both sides fighting and arguing. You got to stop it, folks, because this country, it just is not great because all of a sudden it was great and will always be great. We have to protect it. That's what the founders told us. Protect the country.
Well, that was one of my wishes for the New Year's, that we had some sort of shared reality and that we would, you know, try to give each other at least a break or I don't know, to try to figure out how we can come to some sort of shared reality. Or at least
That's
shared
why you
facts,
need to
because
watch
if we
the movie
have that,
Don't
then we
Look
don't really
Up.
have anything. John, what's even more disturbing, let me put up this for you to prove the point, to show what we're talking about here. 34% of Americans think violent action against the government is sometimes justified according to the Washington Post poll. Just for context, the Post said this was in the 90s. As many as 90% said violence is
That's
never
what I think.
justified.
I think the
Worried about
Republicans
what
are going
that
to do
means
really
a
well.
year out from January 6th.
Thank
You
you.
know, you and I have done a lot of shows, and we've talked a lot about the fact that when people won't accept the results of an election, what does that mean? And now it's like, okay, well, violence is okay. I mean, there are some people, think about this, Don, who see violence that happened on January the 6th, and they look at the video and go, it never happened. And other people who say,
Listen.
you know, well, you got that poll, 30%, 30+%
Listen.
saying that violence may be justified. On what basis?
Right.
What's the principle? What is it you're fighting for? Is it just for what you want, for your power, for what's in it for you, and nobody else matters?
Mm-hmm.
Don, this is a serious drift.
It
I
is.
hate to.
You're right.
I don't like the sound alarms. You never hear me say radical things or anything, but I'm telling you,
We're radical
that I am
times.
worried about our country.
There you go.
Well, I think
hey
more people
man,
need to speak.
radical times call for radical words, man. And I've been warning you guys for years. I've been telling you, I've watched this, man, and I realized, man, oh, dude, I've been doing this wrong the whole time, man. I was doing it wrong the whole time. I was picking sides, and there needs to not be any sides. You know, and we make everything a political issue. We make everything a fucking sticking point. You know, a reason to separate. And we got to stop that. That's all, man. I've always been saying that. And it's good to hear fucking politicians say this on CNN where millions of people are going to hear it. Finally.
Up like you, and I don't think it's radical what you're saying. I think that what you're saying is reality. People don't want to hear it. I'm sure you're going to get criticized for it, but you know that comes with the territory. Now.
It's
This
almost
is from ABC News.
It's almost like Don King is saying this is refreshing rhetoric.
Let's another poll. 71% of Republicans don't believe that Biden was a legitimately elected president. They're not in line with the overall population, where 65% do believe Biden's victory was legitimate. What is that?
Certain words are blocked. Billy, I thought you knew. Certain words are blocked in my chat because remember when the spammers would come in and they would spam the dot, all the dot. We'll probably get some on this show. You know, that's one of the websites that I had to block. VER. I can unblock it, but I just haven't done it yet, you know?
That mean when one of the two parties, right? These are two major parties in this country. Is this...
And now we've just promoted his stupid fucking website for him. Again. And he's not even here.
out of step, this delusional, really?
Well, you know, I saw a poll the other day that indicated there were a big chunk of Democrats
Leave 'em
who
blocked.
thought that, you know, that Trump was not legitimately elected. But this is
OMG is a problem.
This is way up there. And again, Don, you know, the thing that's so hard about it is you and I can't lose our temper.
OMG.
We got to be kind to these people who we disagree with because we don't want to drive them away.
Everybody type OMG in the chat.
And then look, you had
Or
Republican
type
leaders
bong
where
or
the
gong
leaders
or
early
song
on
or long.
didn't accept the results of this election. When your leadership
Good morning,
fails,
Tula. I'm sorry I
know,
missed you on
then-
the last
then
show.
things begin to fall apart. And the leaders, a number of the leaders in the Republican Party didn't admit that Joe Biden was elected. I said, how about that debate in Minnesota the other day where 5 candidates for governor up there, none of them
Strong.
would say that Biden was legitimately elected. Shame on them. That's a thirst for power, Don.
Yeah.
And when you have a thirst...
Listen,
And then look, you had Republican leaders. When the leaders early on didn't accept the results of this election, when your leadership fails, you know, then things begin to fall apart. And the leaders, a number of the leaders in the Republican Party didn't admit that Joe Biden was elected. I said, how about that debate in Minnesota the other day where 5 candidates for governor up there, none of them
I
would
saw
say that Biden was legitimately elected. Shame on them. That's a thirst for power, Don.
Yeah.
a thirst for power. Where have you heard that rhetoric before? Who talks to you guys about power and it's more addicting than cocaine? You can literally go back in my shows and find me talking about that and saying these words. He's admitting it. And Don King is like, I call him Don King. Don King, son. Don Lemon is sitting there with this look on his face like, wow, I think we kind of missed the boat on this one. Politicians are really powerful and they get off on power, and is this going to affect my bottom line? It's like Don Lemon is having this realization that we don't ever talk about this because we're not supposed to talk about this. He told him, you're going to catch a lot of flack for this. Did you catch that part, guys?
You're fighting for? Is it just for what you want, for your power, for
Violence is never justified. Are you worried about what that means a year out from January 6th?
Yeah.
When did he ask him that?
I've done a lot of shows, and we've talked a lot about the fact that when people won't accept
Dude, Don Lemon was trained by Anderson Cooper in all tactics on CIA operations. Bro, I guarantee you that they know everything. The two of them. I guarantee you.
the results of an election. What does
Not
that
even
mean?
joking.
And now it's like, okay, well, violence is okay. I mean, there are some people, think about this, Don, who see violence that happened on January the 6th, and they look at the video and go, it never happened. And other people who say, well, you got that poll, 30%, 30+% saying that violence may be justified. On what basis?
Right.
What's the principle? What is it you're fighting for? Is it just for what you want, for your power, for what's in it for you, and nobody else matters? Don, this is a serious drift.
Look,
I hate the.
You're
Look,
right.
I don't like the sound alarms. You never hear me say
No, but
things,
you want law and order. You do. And let me just say this. Oh, no, we need to stop fighting with each other because it's these guys that we have to fight against. And while he's making a lot of sense, like Indy said, he's doing it for all the wrong reasons. What would that reason be? He wants to reinstate law and order. He wants to be the leader, and he's going to lead us. He'll be a more sensible leader. He's got America's best interests at heart. That's what he wants, and he knows that. I mean, right now, it just becomes that exactly thing that Indy was calling, oh yeah, this guy's just doing it for all the wrong reasons. But at least he's got backed into a corner, has to say it.
But I'm telling you that I am worried about our country.
Well, I think more people need to speak up like you. And I don't think it's radical what you're saying. I think that what you're saying is reality. People don't want to hear it. I'm sure you're going to get criticized for it. But, that comes with the territory now.
That's what
reality. People don't want to hear it. I'm sure you're going to get criticized for it. But, that comes with the territory now. Reality. People don't want to hear it. I'm sure you're going to get criticized for it. But, that comes with the territory now.
That's life.
This is from ABC
That's
News.
life.
Look, another poll. 71%, but that comes with the territory now.
That's life.
But that comes with the territory now.
That's life.
That comes with the territory now.
That's life.
This is from ABC.
What a response. That's life. That's it. Right there. That's Don Lemon saying, dude, we shouldn't be talking about this. Our masters disagree with, we're talking about the very thing that they're addicted to, power. What are you doing?
ABC News. Let's another poll. 71%
Don
of
Lemon
Republicans
from
don't
Grumpy Old
believe
Men?
that Biden was a legitimately elected president.
That was Jack
They're
Lemmon.
not in
What are you
the
talking
general
about?
Population where 65% do believe Biden's victory was legitimate. What does that mean when one of the two parties, right? These are two major parties in this country. Is this out of step? This delusional, really?
Well, I saw a poll the other day that indicated there were a big chunk of Democrats that thought that, that Trump was not legitimately elected. But this has reached a fevered pitch. This is way up there. And again, Don, the thing that's so hard about it is you and I can't lose our temper. We got to be kind to these people who we disagree with because we don't want to drive them away. They've got to have a reality check. And to say that, and then look, you had Republican leaders. When the leaders early on didn't accept the results of this election. When your leadership fails, you know, then things begin
Bottom
to
of the
fall
hour.
apart. And
Sorry
the
I'm late.
leaders,
No
remember,
longer
the
on cannabis,
leaders
guys.
of the
Cheers.
Republican Party didn't admit that Joe Biden was elected. I said, how about that debate in Minnesota the other day with 5 candidates for governor up there? None of them would say that Biden was legitimately elected. Shame on them. That's a thirst for power, Don.
Yeah.
And when you have a thirst to power and as an end unto itself, it's terrible.
Well, you mentioned, listen, the case for 2016 for election fraud is a much better case. Not that they're, you know, I'm not saying that either one, that Trump was not legitimately elected, but there was a much better case in 2016 than there was for 2020. So I want to put it a different way. And that, look, no one sees the Capitol, right, from on the Democratic side. Let's put it a different way. A majority of Republicans essentially still believe what the insurrectionists believe. The big lie that the election was stolen. It certainly sounds like no matter what this committee, this January 6th committee covers,
Doesn't matter.
we're going to be in the same place that we are now forever.
Don, well, I'm not sure it'll be forever, but again, I've got to just say that this represents a break from reality. And when you get into that, and when it's cult-like, and you say, look, I'm in my group, I believe the election was not legitimate, and I've got, 50 other friends, and then I'm on social media in my own little cave there, and if I begin to say, well, maybe it was a good election, they throw me out. And so your strength, your purpose, your being comes from being part of that group. And now all of a sudden you're being ostracized. People don't want to do that. But, I've got to believe the truth will prevail. We just got to stay on this, Don, and we got to have these warning signs and these kinds of conversations, I hope, with you and me, because people watch us and they like us when we talk. I hope it's going to get through. I hope people will see it and they will think twice about their behavior, because their behavior determines the strength and future of our country.
Do you ever listen to conservative radio? As I was, went home to Louisiana and I was just flipping through and or even the propaganda that is on the Fox propaganda network, because
How is CNN not fucking propaganda, you fucking hypocrite? Yeah, I hate that. It's like, God, you're so self-righteous and you're so wrong, bro. Yeah, Fox is propaganda, but how can you stand there and not call yourself the same and say, well, of course CNN has our own agenda too as well. I don't see a bunch of right-wingers on, real hardcore right-wingers on your channel ever. Why is that, Don? It's almost like, your propaganda. You just want people to hear from the people that you want them to hear from. Yes, that made sense. Everything I just said made sense.
It is disconnected from reality, and I find myself when I don't watch Fox anymore. I used to watch them. I don't watch them anymore. I can't. It's ridiculous. But as I was listening, I found myself fact-checking the people.
I used to watch CNN, but I just don't anymore because it's fucking ridiculous. That's why I'll only tune in when I see something that might interest me, like this. Just a little blurb. Instead of on TV with it running in the background like I used to vacuum the house and shit. I'd have CNN on. I'd have that go. I don't ever do that, man. Fucking propaganda. I know. I just got sick of it. I got sick of the bullshit. So, when I see something important, when I check the news on Twitter and see what's trending, and I check the headlines and shit, CNN.com, see the fucking headlines. Fuck that channel. Just, aren't around on any channel. Dead Joe.
People on the radio saying, well, that's not true. This isn't true. That's not true. How do you get through to Americans that only listen in these silos, that only listen to the Fox propaganda?
That's that old book I wrote, the 10 most important things, in terms of how you live.
Because of that?
I talk about these silos, and people need to break out of them. And when they break out of them, it's hard for them, but then they're so happy that they were able to be more objective. They were able to hear other things. But again, they're comfortable being in that silo.
Right, Andy?
And that's danger.
Andy!
That's danger on all sides. Not just danger on the right, it's danger across the board. Because we're fighting and we're hating one another. And Don, that's not the America that that we knew years ago. And what I see happening now is just, it's...
When you were like, fuck you, I'm like, dude, you totally got me wrong, man. You totally got me wrong. Listen to what he says. Fat thumbs and bad eyesight countering the propaganda is what motivates me.
It's stunning to me.
Yeah. And the facts don't matter. What matters is just
No, they don't.
propaganda.
They don't.
They don't matter.
And think for one
They're
second
so self-righteous.
about these elections. You know, how about Al Gore? He could have driven this thing into the ground. He was a bigger man. Richard Nixon. You know, there was a question about that election. He said, "I'm going to put the country first." Our leaders are not putting the country first. Not all of them, but too many of them.
Yeah.
Too many of them are not putting the country first because they want to be in charge and they want to have the power. And for what? I really don't know.
What did you think about that? Crazy, huh? Crazy. Crazy stuff for you. It's crazy. Stuff is crazy. It's so crazy. Crazy stuff. Stuff that's crazy. The donors. He legitimately does know. Bro, I bet we could do a whole goddamn, list of dirt on Kasich. I'm sure, man. None of these politicians, I'm sure he's got, plenty of donors that are, go against his constituents' best interests. God, did I just say that? Oh my God. It made total sense. So I'm just saying. What I just said made sense. Bro, I have no faith in any politician at all, man. It's not how you change the world, man. You don't do it by being a politician. You do it by being a Gandhi. That's how you change the fucking world, Lee Camp, he's basically that dude, I think. Until the day he runs for office. Look, I'm gonna tweet him right now. Camp 22. I know exactly what face. You like that tweet? That's some shit right there, man. Dude, here it is right here. Look at this. Gussie. Yo, Gussie. 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 Where's Gussie at? I am the most holy second coming of Jesus Christ, the most honorable apostle Orlando Bethel from New Life Gospel Ministries. Repent or burn in hell. Do you know that's actually poetry? Dude, it's totally got rhythm to it. It's like a haiku. Listen to this. I'm the most holy second coming of Jesus Christ, the most honorable apostle Orlando Bethel from New Life Gospel Ministries. Repent or burn in hell. That's some dope lyrics. I'm just saying. That's a dope rhyme. That's what's up. So we're waiting to hear back from Gussie. We asked how the flock was. Did she ever respond? Anybody? Anyone? Anyone? Gussie? Hello? Bueller? Fry? Gussie, 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 Gussie. 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 Where'd you go, Gussie? Gussie. There she is. He set up some presidential committee. Gussie, where'd you go? We lost Gussie. We've got a Gussie down. We've got a Gussie down. We've got a Gussie down. Inform the chat. Make it known. Make it known. Uh-oh. 7:35. That's not so good. Hey, the market looks like it's trying to recover right now. I just made up a new word. You want to hear my new word? Pressure washy. What do you think, guys? Where's my goddams on my goddams? Psst. Psst. Nobody's even doing the goddams on the goddams anymore, pal. What are you even doing? Nobody's even doing it like that anymore. Camp is a great. That's not whatever Gandhi's. I'm just saying he wasn't a he didn't run for office. That's all I'm saying. Whatever his fucking, whatever you can critique him on. You like that? Camp 22! Woo! Camp 22! Because we can still joke around about it, you know? But hopefully we can get the conversation, you know? He was a lawyer. I'm here on Twitch. Lee, what's up, man? You're twitching it, bro. Why you twitching? Why you twitching? Why you twitching? Why you weaseling? It's my weasel. Was a lawyer, did you know that? That he put a sheet on and claimed he was of the earth, whatever kind of vegan shit that is. What? No, I didn't know that. Fuck religion. Kind of like your other guy. Oh, did you know that? Then he put a sheet. No. Here on Twitch. You want to know what really sucks is when someone backs into you and has no insurance. Claim it's on my own insurance. My deductible's fine. I hate that, right? Deductibles are bullshit. It's like, what are you fucking paying them money for? I hate deductibles. You know that, and these with the medical insurance where you, after you spend $7,000, then your insurance kicks in, but you got to spend your $7,000 first. You're just like, why am I paying for fucking insurance? You fucking. Oh, we'll do everything after the $7,000. Mine was like $80,000 of medical bills last time I went in for the surgery. You know. We should smoke another big fat bong rip. A celebratory bong rip suitable for a king. Oh, we've already got one here. All right. It is 4:20 in Newfoundland. I love my timing. Cheers, everybody. 1 minute off. It's sad, Billy. It's sad, bro. We should do that tweet to Ron Placone too. And Graham Elwood. It'd be fucking funny. The day you run for office is the day I stop supporting you. Placone 22! Could you imagine, though, if all of a sudden the government was replaced by people who were uncorruptible? God. Dude, I think I'm sorry. I gotta go change my underwear. I'll be right back. Felt so good just thinking about that. The whole government replaced by uncorruptible people. I don't care what their agendas were, they're just uncorruptible. Right? And working together. Or working, struggling to work together, but at least uncorruptible. God, it would be so much better. It's an impossibility because what you always hear, bro, and you've always heard this for years. Well, you got to take the money out of politics, huh? It's like taking the heart out of a fucking fire-breathing dragon. Good luck. Best of luck to ya. Oh, Knight of the Darkness, go forth and bring me the heart of a fire-breathing dragon. Do it hither. Come hither. Do it. Post haste. Is that right? Go hither. Or would it be tither? Traverse vast tracts of land. Follow these guys when the followers are referring to as a flock, never realizing they're being called sheep, but when others call them a sheep outright, they take offense. Yeah, well, we all make up our own realities, man. That's one thing I've noticed with all of us, you know. I live in my own reality. I should write a book. I did write a book. It's kind of a work in progress, but I've been writing a book for years and years. I've been at putting notes. I haven't been adding to the book writing itself. I wrote a little book, and then it was basically some of my life experiences because I've been through so much shit. I've been involved in so much shit. So I just wrote it down. You know, a lot of people, you know, everybody goes through drama in their life. I just decided to start writing it down. That's the only difference. Think about it. You've had things happen to you, all right? I wouldn't even ask Billy that. Billy's been fucking bitten by tigers and shit. You know, he's fucking had camels. He's got so many fucking stories. Imagine the book he could write. I mean, I just grew up in the middle of Central Florida, just doing dumb shit. You know? Stupid stories, man. I started writing them down. I don't know if that book exists on this computer, but I could look for it probably. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's here. It's probably backed up somewhere. I printed up copies, gave it to a couple of my buddies. I think Iceman's got a copy of it. I don't know if he's still got it. What day is today? Of the week? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. He's at work. So. Huh. Huh. I may have just found it. No. No, this is just another book idea I had. It's kind of funny. Bro, do you even bug control? Bro, do you even bug control? Allow me to convince you why you should only call it cannabis. I just did that yesterday. I'm a horrible person. Holding your breath doesn't make you dizzy. 3 to 5 second rule of holding hits in. Psh. Cough to get off. Psh. Why I blow smoke rings. 2178. We don't have a lot of time left. No, I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought maybe I found it, but it's not here. Book ideas, that was funny. It might be on my laptop, too. It's possible. Hey, Adam, what's up, buddy? In line for a COVID test, so I'm getting a break and watching the show. Okay, good, man. You got your Bluetooth headphones in, or you're listening to where, you know, everyone in line can hear me being obnoxious and stupid in Northern California? Hey, man, I got laryngitis. Maybe I got a little touch of the Omicron. Maybe I got a touch of the Omicron. Am I feeling a little Omicronish? Hey, man, I was thinking about growing an Omicronish beard. What do you think? You think an Omicronish beard? That's the one where you don't have a mustache, but you got the sniffles instead. What do you guys think? You like my idea? Oh, Karen, shut the fuck up. You're making it about you. Culver. There we go. Here we go, Billy. Billy, are you on watching on YouTube? Here we go. Fire them off there, buddy. Bum, 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 bum. Bum 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 It's the Star Wars. Get it? It's the Star Wars text. I don't know if you guys we're getting it or not. I don't know. Were you getting it? Were you catching it? I was trying to be funny. I was trying to be funny there, but I didn't know if you guys were catching my drift. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I'm trying to get in touch with Oak Tree. Had to tell you. Right now, I'm trying to text him right now. We'll see if he responds. He was here in the chat the other day, guys. Oak Tree popped in. That was pretty fucking cool. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Chris Redgepick is here. Or make yourself laugh. Do it as you wake up. Make yourself laugh? That's what I do. I do a live stream. There you go. I come in here, we laugh, we have fun, we get high. I drink a cup of coffee. A coffee. I drink a cup of coffee. A coffee. I like to drink. Is that Docky Hollandaise? Docky Hollandaise. Docky. And my Beazle. You guys like his little skull and crossbones scarf? You. What do you guys... Hey, give me a 1 in the chat if you like Rogi's skull and crossbones scarf that he's wearing. I'd like to hear from you. I'd very much like to hear from you. Give me... How many 1s can I get in the chat for Rogi's skull and crossbones scarf? If you like it. He's got a skull and... He's got a little skull and crossbones. Skull and crossbones, skull and crossbones, skull and crossbones. They're all little skull and crossbones. So far, 2 of you. How many 1s can I get in the chat? Drive 40 miles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rogi, you ready to go outside, buddy? Just 5 of you? 5 of you. That's 5 is inexcusable. 5 is inexcusable. Okay. Chris? No, just 5 of you? Oh, I guess people aren't near their phones. Or, you know, they walked away. So, okay, I'll excuse y'all. I understand. I should get more 1s. Because he's wearing a motherfucking skull and crossbones scarf, people. And if I do it right, it covers up his fucking little GPS tracker. Oh. Go on. All right. Good boy. He had to go throw up. I was too late though. He threw up in the house a little bit. Maybe a lot of it, actually. Yeah, I think this is a job for my my vacuum, actually. I mean, I've got a shampooer. That's a shampooer, man. I think it'll handle this job. It's all just a liquefied saliva mess. What we've got here. Boy, Jesus. Come back in the house. You gotta go for a walk. All right, so yeah, he threw up right there, but he threw up on the linoleum, and that fucking vacuum just picked it all up, just like that. It's nothing. It's amazing. That thing's amazing. It's got this thing on it. You pull the trigger and it sprays water down. You know. It's not a Dyson. It's a Who makes this one? It's a Bissell. It's a Bissell. But the water sprayer is very important on that, and mine doesn't work. Ruggy's already coming back in. Come back in, buddy. Hey, come on back. What's up? Come on, come on. Good boy. There you go. Got your food and water over there. Okay, let's make sure he's got everything he needs. Cool. All right. All right, so I want you to know that you guys are an awesome audience. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next show, okay? I don't know when it'll be, but I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will bring you the next one whenever. Love you guys. All right, take care. Bye now.